Hey guys, Diju22 here, and up next is, it's going to be between the 5th, it's the 12th seed against the 5th seed. The 12th seed being Randy Orton, and the 5th seed being one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Bob Barker, and it will take place in a last man standing match. And with that said, here we go. So yeah, slowly but surely we're getting closer and closer to the Elite 8, and it's basically the final 8 men throughout the entire tournament. And we're getting close, but we still got a ways to go. We still got like the second round, and then we get to the Elite 8. The second round being the Sweet 16. For you guys that follow college basketball. Mainly in the United States with the NCAA. If you guys are familiar with that, if you come from another country, then I don't blame you for not knowing what the NCAA is. But enough about that. Let's just get down to this match. The object of this match is very simple. You have to knock out your opponent for the count of 10, just like in boxing. And unlike all the other matches, this match has no time limit, so there must be a winner. Power slam onto Bob Barker. And a chop block onto Randy Orton. An abdominal stretch right to Bob Barker, but even if he taps out, it's of no consequence. You have to knock out your opponent for the count of 10. And a tie-up. An armbar right to Bob Barker. A drop kick to the back of Randy Orton. And a jawbreaker onto Randy Orton. I mean, these guys are gonna... all they have to do is just beat the crap out of each other, which is easier said than done. But both these guys are very resilient. I mean, Randy Orton has proven time and again that it takes a lot. It takes a lot more than just one finishing maneuver to beat him. I mean, you have to bring everything you have at him if you are to win. And the same could be said about Bob Barker. I mean, Bob has been with, my family company, ever since its inception back in 1969. And the only other person to do it is Mr. Rogers. Mr. Fred Rogers. And so far these two are evenly matched, as I suspect they would be. In fact, this probably would determine the dark horse in this one. And of course, because we have 12 men on the blue team, the top 4 seeds receive a first round bye. As for the top 4 seeds, I'll get to them when the time is right. Or when the time comes. And another power slam. Right now, Randy Orton is playing the game as it should be played, and that is strategically. I mean, it's not enough to just beat the crap out of somebody. You really have to plan your moves out, and you have to, use your head as much as you can. That is, if you don't get your head kicked in. And a forearm right to the head. And Randy Orton. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker onto Bob Barker. and just a backbreaker. Just a traditional backbreaker in the sense. Back suplex. It's pretty obvious he's working on the back of Bob Barker. I mean, Bob's back is not exactly what it used to be. I mean, in Bob Barker's heyday, he could take a licking and keep on ticking. But Bob is not exactly a spring chicken as he used to be. But he ain't no easy win. I mean, you got to beat him. And that's exactly what Randy has to do. In fact, I'm going to ask my good friend Rick, the owner of XTW. I'm just going to ask you, man. I mean, what do you really think of, Randy Orton taking on Bob Barker, man? I mean, this is not something you can see on television, or anywhere for that matter, but right here. So, yeah, just tell me what you think of, watching Randy Orton take on Bob Barker, because it just doesn't happen in real life. I mean, Bob Barker as is not going to... That is, in real life, that is. Bob Barker as is can't do half the things he used to do, and in fact, the last time he was able to do that was back in 1996 when he beat the crap out of Adam Sandler in the movie Happy Gilmore, and an RKO right to Bob Barker, and of course an RKO. The RKO usually signals the end of the match. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, yeah, the RKO strikes as it was enough to put away Bob Barker, but yeah, that is how lethal the RKO can be. And for the rest of the competition, they better watch out for the RKO, because if they don't, it's goodnight Irene. The ball game is over. But congratulations to Randy Orton. That was a hard-fought victory, but all it took was one RKO, and it was over. So congratulations to Randy Orton. I mean, that was a well-earned victory on his part. Wait, what's going on here? Well, Bob is up, and well, now this is awesome. Bob didn't win, but Bob didn't win the match, but in my heart, deep down in my heart, Bob Barker will always be number one in my heart. But for Randy Orton, he's moving on to the next round. Folks, stay tuned for the next match. It's coming up right after this.